Right now, far away from the daily headlines, something absolutely historic is happening. Two nations, bitter rivals, are actually sitting down at a table, trying to pull the entire world back from the edge of a really, really bad war. So let's break down what's truly on the line in these talks.
What happens in that room could be the difference between a shaky but welcome peace and a global crisis that spirals out of control and affects every single one of us. Yeah, the stakes are that high.
And get this date in your head, April 10th, 2026. This is the day. It's the day that could be a major turning point towards some kind of stability or, well, the beginning of something much, much worse.
So, where is all this going down? We're looking at Islamabad, Pakistan. This is where a really fragile hope for peace is being hashed out, right in the middle of this intense conflict.
I mean, think about it. For the very first time since this whole thing blew up, top officials from the US and Iran are in the same room. Pakistan is playing the mediator here, trying to broker a ceasefire. But don't let the diplomatic handshakes fool you. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife.
But wait, how did we even get to this point? A crisis like this doesn't just pop up overnight. To really get what's at risk in Islamabad, we got to look back at the chain of events that led us right to this brink.
The road here was, frankly, a fast and dangerous one. It all started with months of simmering political tension and these little proxy fights. Then, boom, it exploded into direct military strikes. We're talking naval clashes, drone attacks, cyber warfare, the whole 9 yards. The political pressure on both governments, from their own people and from other countries, just became immense. And the worst part? Thousands of people have already died. All of that has led to this one single moment, the talks in Islamabad.
Okay, so here's the part that a lot of people are missing. The biggest threat from this conflict isn't just what's happening on the battlefield. No, it's all about one tiny, narrow strip of water, a place that is an absolute choke point for the entire world.
We're talking about the Strait of Hormuz. The best way to think about it is like the main artery for the global economy. It's the superhighway that almost all the world's oil travels through. Now, what happens if that highway gets shut down? The whole system could basically have a heart attack. And this war, it's being fought right on its doorstep.
And that threat sets off this devastating chain reaction. If that strait gets blocked, even for a little while, the world's oil supply is immediately choked off. And what does that mean for you? It means the price of gas, the price of food, the cost of pretty much everything you buy, it's all going to skyrocket. This conflict might seem far away, but the economic shockwave would hit you right in the wallet.
And this is where the story gets even deeper. Because this war, it isn't just about politics or some regional argument. It's about something much more basic, much more fundamental. It's a war for control.
This is what's really at stake. We're talking about who gets to control the flow of oil, a power that affects everyone from Europe to China. It's about who gets to dominate the world's most important trade routes. And at the end of the day, it's about who holds the financial power, with the ability to completely reshape the world economy for the next generation.
So that brings us right back to Islamabad. And now that we understand what's really on the table, you can see why the whole world is holding its breath. The negotiators in that room are staring at two totally different futures, and they have to make a choice.
This quote just nails the problem perfectly. The goal sounds simple, right? Just stop the fighting. But the reality is a tangled mess. After everything that's happened, the level of trust between these two sides is basically zero. The tiniest little misunderstanding could make this whole fragile thing just collapse.
So, this is it. We're at a crossroads. If they succeed, the world dodges a huge bullet. The global economy gets a chance to stabilize, and a very difficult path to peace might just open up. But if they fail, the conflict gets bigger, probably pulling in other countries. The oil supply could collapse, setting off a global recession that we might not climb out of for a very long time.
Which leaves us with one final question. As those diplomats are talking behind closed doors in Islamabad, what are they really negotiating for? Is this a battle for peace, or is it a battle for the future of global power?